Good day, everybody. I hope that you're well, and I also hope that you're having a good day so far. Today, we'll be doing our grade 5 to 8 English lesson on simple, compound, and complex sentences. And before we start, we're going to log on to aplusstudents.ca. All right. So we said we're doing grade 5 to 8 English lesson on simple, compound, and complex sentences. And we're going to aplusstudents.ca and we're going to do our lesson over there. Once we have logged on to aplusstudents.ca, we've chosen grade 8, 5 to 8, and then we're going to scroll down up until we get to our chapter of simple, complex, compound, and complex sentences. So our chapter is simple, compound, and complex sentences. Our subject is English language arts. We're doing grade 5 to 8. And the lessons that you are going to be focusing on under the chapter of simple, compound, and complex sentences, it's to create compound sentences and also is the sentence simple or compound. So is the sentence simple or compound? And we're going to create compound sentences. All right, so we're going to find out about the different types of sentences that we have. Simple sentence consists of it's a sentence that has both subject and a verb, right, to show the complete, and it shows a complete thought. Then we have a compound sentence, right, which is two simple sentences joined by and, which is a conjunction, or let's say a conjunction. And then we're going to find out still about complex sentences. All right. So now we're going to A plus students.ca, and we're going to say, is a sentence simple or is it compound? We figured out now simple sentences and compound sentences. All right. So when it comes to a simple sentence, right? A simple sentence is a sentence only with only one subject and a predicate, meaning it is a noun and a verb. And if you look at an example, it says the pitcher threw the ball to finish base. And if you look at an example, it says the pitcher threw the ball. So the pitcher or pitcher is the noun. So we said a simple sentence, it has a subject, which is a noun, and it has only one predicate, right? It's like a straightforward sentence that shows a completed thought by having a subject as well as a predicate. And then we have a compound sentence. So, compound sentence, right? It is two simple sentences. All right. And we say that a compound sentence, it is two simple sentences joined by a comma and a conjunction. And conjunctions are words like and, but, or. All right, if you look at an example, right, of a compound sentence, the picture, remember we said a compound sentence is made up of two simple sentences joined by and as well as a conjunction. It says, the pitcher threw the ball. So there we have our compound sentence, two simple sentences joined by a comma as well as a coordinating conjunction, which is and, but, or, also. And simple sentences, or some of the simple sentences, they also have a compound subject and a compound predicate, but they are not a compound sentence. So you can have a compound subject, compound predicate, but you're not a compound. All right. And some of our simple sentences have a compound subject, like we said. And if we look at an example, right, a compound subject is where we have like two subjects. It's like saying Nadine and Alvina, for example, that does an action. So it's like two people, and we use the word and to join that two people. For example, we'll say Anna and James. So we said your compound subject is like two people's names. It's like and doing something. And then we have an example where we say Anna and James. That is a compound subject. And remember, compound subject is not a compound sentence, it's only a subject. All right. So we said we have compound subjects, which consist of two people um, doing something, but a compound subject is not a. All right. And then we also have simple predicates, right? And a simple predicate is like saying you're doing two things. It's like saying the singer bowed and walked. You bowed and walked. That is two actions that is being done. And with both the subject, um, compound subject and compound predicate, that is all right. So now let's go to our test. And we're going to say, is a sentence simple sentence or is it compound sentence? All right. So now we're going to our test. We're going to say which is a compound sentence. We need to say which one is a compound sentence. And remember, we said a compound sentence consists of two simple sentences joined by a coordinating conjunction. So, compound sentence is it option one? The average American eats 3 pounds of sugar each week, or option two, Asian pears don't change color after being harvested, but some European pears do. So we need to say which option is a compound sentence. And if we will select our compound sentence, we will go with option two. All right. The next one says, which is a simple sentence? We said a simple sentence consists of a subject and a predicate. All right, and we need to select the simple sentence. All right, and a simple sentence, only a subject and a verb and a predicate. Is it option one, Mark knitted a wool sweater and Sasha sewed a jacket? Or option two, the subway runs between the same street of the city? All right, and if we select the simple sentence, we can say option two, the subway runs beneath the streets of the city. Yes. We need to select the simple sentences. Remember, simple sentence, it's a simple sentence that has a. All right, and then we need to select our simple sentence. And we say simple sentence is the paragraph is too long, so I need to remove some sentences. Or is it option two, you can make a kill pin with a goose feather? And if we were to select the simple sentence, then we can say a simple sentence is you make a kill pin with goose feather. All right. So which one is a compound sentence? Compound. And remember, we said a compound sentence consists of two simple sentences. The next one says, the woman at the post office weighs the package on a scale. Weighs a package on a scale, the compound sentence. All Canadian geese are flying south, so winter must be coming. Which one is correct? The compound sentence. And if we were to select our compound sentence, then we'll go with option Yebo. Option 2 is correct. Well done. Option 2 is correct. All right. We don't need to say is it a simple or compound. We already said that. Now we're going to create a compound sentence. We're going to create a compound sentence, right? And by creating a compound sentence, it's basically still the same way we say a simple sentence consists of two simple consists of a subject as well as a verb or predicate. And a compound sentence, it consists of two simple sentences that is joined by a comma and a conjunction, which is the coordinating conjunction, such as and, but, or so. That is a compound subject, right? And remember, if we have a compound subject, a compound subject is two names. It's like saying Nadine and Natalie, for example, right? And then we have a compound predicate that says Nadine bows and walks off the stage. That is two predicates. But a compound predicate and a compound subject is not a compound sentence. A compound sentence is just two simple sentences. No? Two simple sentences that is joined by a coordinating conjunction, which is and, but, or so. All right, so now we're going to our test. All right, so now we need to form a compound subject sentence. It says Harvard University is the oldest university in option 1, the United States, not the largest one. Or do we say Harvard University is the oldest university in option 2, America, and it is one of the most respected? We need to choose option 1 or option 2. We need to create a compound sentence. All right, so we said that if we form a compound sentence, then years, it is option 2. The next one says we need to form a compound sentence. Eve will be studying chemistry at Brookfield University. So Eve will be studying chemistry at Brookfield University, but she might take a year off first. And we need to form a compound sentence. It says Eve will be studying chemistry at Brookfield University. Which one is correct? Option 1 or option 2? All right. And we will be doing a compound subject, compound sentence. We need to form a compound sentence. I thought I chose that already. Can be very in can be seen in modern day Egypt. Do we say the ancient city of Thebes had many temples and they can be seen in modern day Egypt? Or we say option two, the ruins of many important ancient temples can be seen in modern day Egypt. Which one is correct? Option one or option two? All right. And if we were to choose the correct option, we can say option one. The ancient city of Thebes had many temples and they can be seen in modern day Egypt. We need to choose the compound subject, the compound sentence. Zach should get an air mattress. Do we say before his next camping trip? It's before his next camping trip, Zach should get an air mattress. Or do we say option two, Jessica should bring sleeping bags or Zach should get an air mattress? Option one or option two? Remember a compound sentence. Look at the question, look at the sentence, Helen, don't spam. Remember a compound sentence. It says before his next trip, Zach should get an air mattress. Or do we say Jessica should bring sleeping bags or Zach should get an air mattress? Option one is it's not the answer. So option two is the answer. All right, and let's do the last one. It says from a compound, we need to form a compound sentence, right? We're starting here. It says, weary after a long, difficult climb, the exhausted hikers took a break. Or do we say option two, the afternoon's club was difficult, so the exhausted hikers took a break? Which one is correct? Option one or option two? And if we were to choose the correct one, we will choose option two. All right, so this is now the end of our lesson on simple, compound, and complex sentences. We said a simple sentence consists of it's got a subject as well as a predicate, whereas a compound subject consists of two simple sentences that is joined by a comma as well as a coordinating conjunction, which is and, but, or so. Thank you very much, grade 5 to 8, for joining the class. So that's now the end of our lesson, and I really hope you're going to have a good and safe weekend ahead. So, till next time, goodbye.